Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, this competitions, after delivering hundreds of pieces, there are hundreds more to be delivered. These are really crazy demands, I must say, after you complete 100%. And I'm really glad that we got third in this second last competition. The last competition will be coming very shortly after this. Probably will take a big day off, then we're gonna go for a very long journey of a 3 days competition. Quite lucky here, we got this bonus done, but not so in the middle part of this competition, because I think I was lacking like 2 minutes and was 0 gems left, and then I couldn't get that special bonus EP. Otherwise I may get second, who knows. But that doesn't really matter, everything has been settled for now. We are really glad we got third, because we just beat the fourth position by I think 10 EPs. So it is really tough. I mean, given the fact that every time the demand is about 1,000 or so, and after you deliver maybe like 400-500s, there are still another 500s. So it's really difficult, especially whereby they all ask about the event items. I would say that in general, the 6 customers' demands, 4 or 5 of them are event items, so there's a bit uneven balance in terms of the programming. So this is quite poor of the developer. You shouldn't be asking all event items, bearing in mind that not everybody has a huge factory, and also the fact that and not everybody has such good warehouse spacing. So I think the developer is quite poor in this manner. They should have a more even balance in terms of asking probably a ratio of 4 in 2 in out of 5 or 6 items. So like every 6 demands, also called every 3 demands, they should ask like 2 from event items, or sometimes 1, so there is a more balance. Otherwise it is all depending on just one factory. And imagine if you have a factory with just 2 of the factory slots, I don't know how you're going to complete like 1,000 appliances or 1,000 furnitures at all event items. So I was met with almost like 3,000 items of the event items, and all at the same time, and I wouldn't have sufficient of those. So and in return, they're giving me like something like 30 plus EP each. I think the highest was about 50. So that actually derailed me from the competition for first spot already, because that's almost impossible. And like I said, there was once I got the bonus, and I couldn't get it done because I was just short of 2 minutes. That's really unfortunate, and hence I've lost that first position. And gradually we dropped to about 3rd position, and even 4th or sometimes 5th. Quite disheartening, I must say. This event, I mean, this is not totally new. I think starting from the Japanese event onwards, the grouping change has already caused some distress, especially for me. I mean, I've been used to winning first every time, but once they implement the grouping, whereby they group all the same level people together, I've really lost that advantage of grouping with higher level people. So lives get more tougher than usual. And basically the other thing is about the demands. I mean, the quantity they ask for, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, the bad ratio and the bad programming in asking all event items at every time. So this is not really good. I mean, there is sometimes I can see people comment in the forums that they totally give up in terms of the competition due to bad programming on such a wonderful event. So unfortunately, you can't really make a perfect event. So that being said, I must say that generally I think whoever is feeling frustrated, I'll urge you not to do so. Bear in mind, you're all free to play, given the fact that we are spending a single gem using actual money. So do not get frustrated, especially when you have people winning by jamming with real money. Of course, there are people who actually jams without real money because they are Android players. So be it. I mean, they have their own efforts spent, be it real money, or be it they play other games in Android and get those gems. I mean, a lot of effort will have been put in, so there's a respect for them. This is some sort of revenue generation for the company, so there's no way out for the company to give free game and make it easy for everyone. So in generally, I think they're going to entice people either to spend real money or to play games related to their partners, and then they earn that revenue from their partners. So generally, that's how it works for all developers. But what I really wanted is the developer to be more balanced in terms of asking for those items. If they have asked for, like I said, not all event items, it may make life slightly better. And also, I think the grouping is only after feedback from people that they feel it's unfair, especially those people that are of higher level when they are grouped with lower level people, so they feel very unfair. I think that is understood. That's why they have implemented this. But of course, lives get really tougher, so it is part and parcel of which group they want to please. Whether they please the lower level groups or they want to please the higher level groups. I think if I were the developer, I would please the higher level groups, which they have did by implementing this banding of levels together, because the higher level people are actually the people who spend extra money. So that's the reason why probably they did survey and study, and also by logic. Alright, so that being said, at this juncture we have been dropped to about 4%. Like I see my friend here, Danoski, has been really doing really well. I'm really proud of him. I understand from him that he actually did 2 of those bonus EP that propelled him to the first spot. I think for him, he's a free-to-play. I'm really glad he got first, rather than people who spend real gems, about real money, and keep on jamming all the way up. So I'm quite glad my friend here won. So that doesn't really matter to me. As I mentioned, I'm really happy if I can get top 5. I'm quite glad with the position I'm in, top 3. So here finally I see something that is non-event related. Those are the plastic chairs, and I'll be working on the plastic chairs because I've stored quite a number of them. Then that actually helps. Like I said, if we're preparing so much and yet throughout the whole event there's all just event items, and the non-event items are not used at all, it defeats the purpose of preparing. So that is what I mean by a balance. That being said, this event is coming to an end soon. As I mentioned in yesterday's, there's a mini event. They work concurrently together with this event, which is called the Easter egg hunt. I don't know whether, I mean, some people speculate that it could be an April Fool's joke, but I doubt so. I really don't know whether it is or not, but maybe we can find out very soon. Probably, and then we will check out the remember the location is Britain. Okay, so then we can see whether there is indeed Easter eggs, and then you should collect the Easter eggs and exchange for gems. Those are really useful, especially if you are like me, Apple player, who doesn't really have much choice in getting gem. And you know what, when I try to get gems by doing even surveys, when I met the desperate moment whereby I have about 2 minutes away in completing this bonus EP, you know what, the system refused to give me even one single survey. I was just hoping for 2 gems, but they disallowed me to do so. Apparently there's no survey available for me, and I've not been doing survey on a frequent basis, so it is like so strange. I mean, they basically Apple doesn't really program, doesn't have really a partnership with this programmer or the developer here. So it is just partnered with Android. So that's quite sad. I mean, what I'm asking for as Apple Play is just 2 gems, but there isn't any, so it's quite difficult. That being said, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, people would have to save up gems. If you have gems, save up for your factory upgrade. Only when you really spare gems, then you can put into the event like me. I'll urge you not to spare any gems in the event. Only focus on your own factory. Unless you have fully upgraded on your factory, then of course you could go ahead and then do all the gems. Be it you buy trains or you spend on events, it's up to you. But before that, please do not spend your gems into trains or even the events itself. More importantly is to build a foundation. I always focus on foundation. So be it to increase your factory by upgrading to the max, or you should increase the capacity of your trains, and of course, last but not least, collect all trains in your region. Do not dismantle duplicates, rare and above. That's generally the few rules that I work on. And last but not least, population. So these are the few things that you really got to focus on. Alright, almost coming to the end of this video, and I'm going to show you managed to secure the third position. I'm really glad with that, and of course, as usual, with that, I'm just going to exchange for all the gold I have. Alright, so 200, that's all I'm going to exchange for gold, and so much happier with lots of gold right now. Alright, thank you for watching again and your continuous support. I'll see you probably tomorrow again. Goodbye.